Building. That nigga Stan G left.
Yo, what's your word, gang? What up, Kev? Yo, what up,
Yo,
yo?
what up,
Yo,
Elon?
what's that word, man? It's Death for the Cloud Chaser TV, man. We back up in this thing again, man. We had Stan G in the building. Like, he just left like that. Oh, Kev. Damn. Stan didn't want no smoke, I guess. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Let me hit this nigga up, man. Stan G. Cause like at the end of the day, I don't get it. Why he didn't pop in? Like he was in and then he left. You know what I mean? Yo, Chantel, what's that word?
Yo.
We see
Oh,
you see
shit,
this nigga Kev in here?
What up,
Kev,
Sean?
what up? What up, yo?
Yo.
This nigga Sean,
What up?
Kev. But that nigga Kev ain't been around in a long ass time, you hear me? I don't know what's to do. He don't fuck with us like that.
Chilling. Been chilling, man. Get into this money. A lot going on.
This nigga tell me I need to get him $100. Bitch ass nigga, I got over 150,000 motherfucking subscribers. What is you talking about?
What we talking about?
The nigga Stan G. He was just in here and then he left and he like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it though.
Hey, you know why he need that, right?
What?
Allegedly.
You know why? Because he's a fucking
You
junkie.
know why?
He's a junkie. We're going to say it. He a junkie.
Yeah, nigga talking
Man,
about
that man told us he quit. I don't believe it.
nah, that's just extra weird, bro. Styles P, let me play. Get this Styles P shit ready, man. But yeah,
How you
niggas
let
say
the white boy up before me?
I need to be.
He came in first.
nigga said 100.
What's up, y'all?
This nigga
Hey,
said
y'all, Chuck on
$100.
live.
He said $100, gang. Why the fuck would I pay you $100 when I got 150,000 subscribers, nigga? The fuck? Yeah, he act like he ain't see that message. The fuck is wrong with dude, man? Let's play this Styles P, man. Real talk.
What?
Damn. This nigga Styles P with the shit that he talking, oh my god. When you talk about war ready, niggas war ready, man. And I like to say this though, hey, Rich, I want you to chime in on this. Just because you're not part of a gang, though, bro, don't make you not gangster or less gangster. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah,
you
that's a
agree?
fact. Yeah, I agree with that. There's
So
gangsters
niggas like
everywhere.
he not a gangster and all that. Well, he not a gang member, but that don't mean that nigga ain't a gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But by him being a gangster and a gang member, the two is not the same because they don't have the same rules and same guidelines.
That's true. Do y'all agree with that though? Like when he's saying like with the identity issues, you know what I'm saying? The identity issues, who you identify with. You know what I'm saying? That goes to show, like I was saying earlier, about like niggas identifying with West Coast gangs. They actually got a West Coast gang behind them, and they identifying with the OGs over on the West Coast. Shit's totally different. I don't care if it was one or if it was two. You know what I'm saying? This shit is happening, right? Of course, if you go to New York, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna probably have more 9 Trays, more sex, money, murder, more this, more Crips this, more Crip that. You know what I'm saying? Than anything. That's home front. it's crazy because I lived in Atlanta. In Atlanta, this shit is like in between. They got the East Coast and they got the West Coast. That shit heavy out there. They got Chicago, you know what I'm saying? GDs and shit, Vice Lords, but it ain't so prevalent like how the other shit is. You know what I'm saying? Niggas Crip, niggas Blood. That's it. Who all did stupid shit in here, man? Who all did
Bro,
stupid shit?
man, I think all of us, but you hear this all the time, you know, like whether it's on the East Coast or the West Coast, bro. Every OG, everybody has been through this gang lifestyle always tries to guide the youth away from it. All of them, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe not every single one of them, but like I don't know, man. It's got to be something to that. Why is that? Why?
I could already take part of this conversation as disrespectful, though. Just basically, there's parts in there that people gonna perceive as disrespectful.
No,
Already.
Hey, Rich, what you think that was disrespectful? Like one thing that point out to you immediately.
Like when he said that you ain't a gangster, you a bitch. Like going, there's parts in there that's kind of inflammatory. Like you got a person from one coast defining what gangsterism is, but that's not the same as what Crip and Blood is, or GD, or whatever they represent. If a nigga's a gangster, he's a gangster in the streets, and his only thing is to survive in whatever he is. But if you're in a Crip, a GD, a Vice Lord, or whatever, you're representing something that represents something that everybody represents. So there's a standard there, and there's a code of conduct, and there's a thing that people live and die for that's shared right there that he's not really speaking to. And I understand what he's saying. Some of the principles of what he's saying is true, but there's parts of it that's getting left out that's going to get missed in the translation.
See, like, that might be the difference, right? Like, I don't bank. When I heard him just make that statement, to me, the context kind of matters. It sounded like, and Chuck brought up the identity point. He was talking about the individual identity, because he even said earlier, look, it's gangsters everywhere and shit. But what is y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, pick the right cause. Like, be gangster for the right thing and shit. So I took it as though he just talking about the individual, the man. You know what I mean? But
to me, that's still ambiguous, because that's saying, that's asking people who don't have a set of codes or conducts that they following to adhere to one thing, and nobody's going to ever do that.
That's valid.
It is for gangster people. Y'all get that, right? Hey, Rich, you get that? Yo, Cali, what's the word?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, gangster shit is for gangster people, bro. Gang shit is for gang people. That's it. Can nobody else tell how somebody else politics is?
I think the lines is getting blurred, because even on the East Coast, it's gangsters and it's niggas that's in gangs. So the two ain't the same, although they might indulge in gangster shit. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah. But me personally, I think a gangster can be a part of a gang. A gangster can not be a part of a gang. A gangster can be a drug dealer. A gangster can be a shooter. A gangster can be a robber. They doing gangster shit, like he said.
I think we just said the same thing. I'm saying they could both be doing gangster shit, but one can be doing it in the cause of the gang. I shot a nigga.
I think
for
that
8 trade gangsters.
Yeah, that's
shot
true.
A nigga for
but even if your
gangsters.
gang is, you know what I'm saying, Big Chuck, you feel me? Allegedly, Big Chuck, that's your gang. Like, if you doing it, like if you following up and you doing gangster shit and then you hollering Big Chuck, You still doing gangster shit. You just doing it. I don't think you really doing it because of the gang. I think it's because of you. Because if that was the case, everybody would be doing gangster shit for every gang. But we know that's not true. You got killers, you got hustlers, you got robbers, you got thieves, you got all that in the gang. Just like any organization. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Nation of Islam, you got all these same scenarios with them. Right? Hold on. They say a gangbanger is not a gangster. They say no gangster is a stepper or a killer. Just because you a street mobbing, petty crime, that's not gangster. Damn. What y'all think about that, man?
I mean, that's just taking a shot at something. That's not saying that a nigga who's in a gang can't indulge in gangsterism.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's levels to it, you might have the young dude who's out there in a petty crime. But are you telling me that we don't have gang members that are up for extortions, robberies, high crimes, and things that are being persecuted by the federal government?
Bank robberies?
Okay, then what that individual said, it was just a fleeting comment.
Exactly. And he said no gangster is a stepper, a killer. You believe that?
No comment. Yeah, I mean, I don't even follow his logic.
No, for sure, for sure. You got some shit. That's crazy. Let me speak. Nigga, hit
How
the
you
link.
gonna be a stepper and a killer, but you ain't no gangster? Come on, that's
Hit
crazy.
the link, man.
That means you do this on a regular. You a stepper. You knocking niggas off. Paul.
They said depends on the
Hey, Rich, the link in the chat, gang.
situation. Yeah, it's some people up here talking about they want to come up and shit. Like, hit that link, man. Hit that link. Come up. Let me hear what you talking about, bro. Because I don't get it. Because honestly, gangster comes in many forms. You know what I'm saying? But the originality to a gangster, we all know the outcome. They on some gangsterism shit. That's a fact. Shout out to Bag Fuel, man. I think that was the first clip that dropped. Let me play this HOCUS. You know what I'm saying? HOCUS 4/5. My shit on caps. HOCUS 4/5. Let's get this up.
You know, Josh, workers' compensation is such a
And I think this is the video that people had discrepancies with. You know what I'm saying? As far as the East and far
you
as
should
the
never
West.
try to get work comp.
Hey, yo, as I'm sitting here before I go inside the gym, I just had an epiphany. New York need to drop blood and Crip and give it back to LA. We need to start new organizations that teach the youth.
So that was like he started that conversation off with that, because I know a lot of people was telling me earlier, they was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like he went on that, but you see how he started that also in this is his page. You say New York needs to drop blood and Crip and give it back to LA. That's the caption up top over his head. That's why these niggas felt some type of way. Yo, Iman, do you agree on that?
I mean, let me ask you this though. Then Bloods and Crips start out in LA. So
yeah, it say
if
New
you
York
say,
needs
like,
to
yeah,
drop blood and Crip and give it back to LA. His first line, like let me play the first few seconds real quick. Hold on.
Go inside the gym, I just had an epiphany.
I
New
see
York
okay.
need to drop blood and Crip and give it back to LA. We need to start new organizations that teach the youth, these young boys, how to be men. They need discipline. You have to go to school.
You see it?
yeah, I hear it. Like, but I don't see anything wrong in any of the intention what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see, like, if you're a current gangbanger, you know what I'm saying? If you're a Blood or a Crip, you can say you diss in my organization, but bro, like I personally don't see an issue with that. That's the sentiment you even hear from a lot of OGs and shit, right? Like that's not really gangbanging anymore.
Hey, Rich, you probably can comment on this. If somebody left a comment, they say this Archie Kendall wife. This is Archie Kendall wife. The truth, tell the truth. I love what you're saying. 7 Hoover all day. Crips.
It got to be from out of town because 7-4 Hoover, once again, is not Crips anymore. They criminals, but I get it. I mean, he just saying that he with it. He ain't with the gang banging no more.
They say, dude, Bloods and Crips have beliefs that they disagree on. Yeah,
Of course.
that's obvious.
The Crip is superior to the C and the B, and feel like the B is superior to the C.
Say, drop the word, gangster, and start using posse and crew and watch what happens.
Hey, Chuck, though, but why is that problematic though? Hocus is saying, look, I used to be a gangbanger. I'm not banging no more, right? I'm just a civilian. And based on my life experiences, this is not something I want to see the youth go down this path, right? So I'm asking because I don't know, right? So like, what could be?
Because the problem is that he said
party,
LA,
Mom.
and he said LA give like when he said give that shit back to LA.
Not
he
only
basically
that, Chuck,
referencing LA, bro. Go ahead, Rich.
Not only that, Chuck, he also said we need to start new organizations. So he wasn't saying that they don't need to have organizations. He said we need to get these organizations back to LA and start new organizations.
Well,
y'all forgot about that part?
Let me play that real quick.
Talking about starting, does that matter?
Regardless,
Crip and
he's
give it
still
back to
talking about
LA.
starting organizations and putting people in gangs and cliques.
Need to drop Blood and Crip and give it back to LA. We need to start new organizations that teach.
Okay, he said that.
Why do you even need to have organizations at all? Why
You
don't
say
you
what,
just
bro?
teach the
Keep playing the new organizations that do what? Maybe his answer is a response to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he's saying new organizations that's more positive, but I know I'm from Chicago, so I don't know nothing about really heavy on the Blood and Crip shit. But I know why the organizations were starting in Chicago. It was productivity. You know what I'm saying? At some point, even the U.S. government gave some of these organizations grants. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt the movement. You know what I'm saying?
If you're talking about creating unity, why would you create groups? That means you're going to have division. There's lines going to be drawn somewhere.
Before I go inside the gym, I just had an epiphany. New York need to drop Blood and Crip and give it back to LA.
And that this is 18 seconds. The first 18 seconds, bro. This is probably why LA niggas got a problem, bro. Honestly, if you would have chopped that out and probably said listen what he about to say. This makes sense.
We need to start new organizations that teach the youth, these young boys, how to be men. They need discipline. You have to go to school. And you have to get up and exercise and work out. You have to. You have to protect your community. You have to greet the elderly with respect and help them if you see them with groceries. You have to stand or watch the bus stop and watch them kids go inside the building and make sure they're safe. You will not commit any crimes. You will not
what's the
kill
word, bro? Nigga say cloud chaser.
Yes, do not kill each other.
Hey,
get the money.
Them all noble causes.
And you go to jail, good for you. Someone snitch on you, good. Matter of fact, we're gonna come and get you because that's the number one rule. If you got a problem with somebody, we make it an event. You fight them. You fight them. We throw a boxing event. We even pay the youth. We get funding from the government. And you know what? Y'all hug each other afterwards. But we will not kill each other. You will be ostracized.
Just let LA kill each other.
we need to do this because, and for the brothers that's in prison, this will help you because this will show that the parole board, the government, or whoever, that wow, the brothers dropped the gang. Not only did they drop the gang, they started the organization, and it'll help you guys get home. Because what these little niggas is doing out on the street be affecting the brothers in jail because they claim the same gang, and the brothers in jail don't even know what they be doing. The New York, we set the trend around the world. And what blood was intended for when it came to New York is not that anymore. So why hold on to something that can't be fixed? I think it's time for something new, and I think New York is the city to do it. But we think that
there go another one.
New York need to let go what
keep going.
Once was, and that didn't even originate there. Let's set the trend around the world. I just want to start the conversation. You know, I want to start the conversation, man, and teach these young boys.
I think like if it was 3 or 4 sentences outside of this mess, I promise you, bro,
they need some organization.
It still is gold.
And the people that's out.
But it's because it's trigger words, bro. These was trigger words.
The shit he said, said, leave it. We need to build organizations that's helping the youth, right? But he didn't say that for everybody. He said that for New York. He said, get that shit back to LA. So basically, let LA knock themselves off, let LA kill themselves off, but we need to save the youth over here because that wasn't intended what it was meant for over here. So it is a noble cause for people over there. But he's ostracizing people on the other side like they're a lost cause. Let's let them have it. Let's set the trend over here. Let's do this over here. We dropping our flag. We weren't fucking with that anyway. Let's stop jacking that. Let's build something new. Let's start a new organization.
Go ahead, Iman.
No, yeah, it's a valid point because I want to ask him, like, on one hand, you guys do accept the responsibility. This is something that y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all originated. Just like y'all get credit for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, do you take the consequences with that too? But that's not even a valid question because, bro, it's, you know what I'm saying? He's saying, like Chuck, not like Rich highlighted, he's taking a lot of unnecessary shots. Like, I agree with most of his message, right? You can get that point across, make that same
See, you probably didn't, in the beginning though, Iman, let me say, like, you probably didn't, like, so, like, again, bro, I'm not from the West Coast. I'm not from the East Coast. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Chicago. But I can't, because I'm outside looking in. So I can hear some of the shit that's being said, and I can see why people are reacting. You know what I'm saying? And like, even like Chantel and Sweetie was saying earlier, they was basically saying how, oh, it looked like motherfuckers trying to spark a beef. And that, like, definitely on my platform, I tell them all the time, no, that ain't it. Even when Baby Runner was up here, I kept saying, hey, Baby Runner, don't you fuck with on the East Coast? He like, yeah, nigga, I was just out there. My homie's out there. Because that's the messaging. Because at the end of the day, people still gonna do these things that they call gang, right? But you don't want to get it convoluted and get it like on a spectrum of people not having no sort of understanding, and they thinking it's this way because maybe that particular person that's gang banging in that neighborhood that might be claiming the West Coast set. They ain't been to the West Coast yet. All them West Coast niggas don't like me. That ain't it. That ain't it at all.
I agree with y'all because of the shots that he's taking. Because the bigger point that he's trying to make, I personally agree with. Right?
I agree with it.
Gang banging has not historically been a positive thing in the black community, right? So if he has some answers how we can make that better, I get that. The other thing too, the main thing, bro, I would have loved to hear this message from HOCUS before the RICO gang. You know what I'm saying? The fact that
I think HOCUS was like, so when it came down to it, bro, look, he was saying some of this, like,
I think he was doing this type of stuff before the RICO.
Yeah, he wasn't all the way on board, though. I ain't gonna lie. He wasn't all the way on board.
I heard some other people. I talked to some other people about this situation, right? And they let me know that even inside the jail, that HOCUS was the type of individual, he was running shit. But that you would never know that he was on that type of time because he never hung around them type of dudes. So they said that from the jump, he's been a positive individual. Right. But see, when you're dealing with something like this, see, the reason why people on the West look at it as a disrespect, because people on the West have lost their family members behind this, lost loved ones behind this. So just the idea that somebody could drop their flag on a challenge is a disrespect to people on the West.
Let's play some more Baby Runner so we can get more familiarized with what Baby Runner was saying. And he from the 40s, like, you know, like they call it on the West Coast, a joint. You know what I'm saying? I believe he a joint. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
About Lil Woody. And this is obvious. He definitely talking about Lil Woody. And, like, I don't get it.
We'll beat the shit out of all them niggas. Like, if they...
You first, when I needed you was hiding, and my nigga Boo stepped up and saved me from y'all cowards. Now, how the fuck is Lil Woody talking like this when Lil Woody the reason that the investigation started? How he saying like this shit, Baby Runner?
So, you saying that nigga's trying to justify why he told?
Yeah, he's saying that. Basically, we've been knowing that he was trying to give us the whole okie doke as if he helped because he decided to say that he was lying snitching and everything that he was saying wasn't true. But my problem is this nigga was facing like a gun charge.
Man, I think all them niggas should shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? No wonder they all talking like that because they snitching, bro. Like on the dead homies, like all them niggas, them niggas got opinions and trying to make niggas, you know what I'm saying? If them niggas was in front of us, we'd beat the shit out of all them niggas. Like if they was sitting up here trying to make that explanation about why they told and they in the hood, they would get their ass beat. It would be no, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, well, come on, bro. None of that shit is gonna hold up in gang court, nigga, in the street court, bro. You feel me? Nigga, you're not supposed to be in there talking to them people, bro. If you assisted them, bro, you all bad, bro. You gave them any assistance in anything, bro. You all bad on your fuck. What's your reason? How you did that? Nigga, who you was before that? Cuz shut your bitch ass up. Nigga, you told, bro.
But my thing is this though, Baby Runner. When I'm looking at this message and I'm reading it and shit, and nigga don't got no periods and no commas and nothing in there. And I think that his effort was just trying to convey to us that he got them out of that jam because he went on the stand and said that he was lie snitching. But how the fuck, like it's a known fact in the YSL trial that he was the main witness and he got them to the RICO.
Man, you not supposed to be talking to them people, and that's why, bro. You feel me? Like, nigga, you said, okay, I saved some niggas, this and that, but come on, bro. Nigga not supposed to be on that stand say, come on, bro.
And then,
that man, the way you was on that stand, bro. Nigga, what about the part when the nigga said, oh, so none of this shit could be held against me? Okay, I was in the court with such and such. Come on, gang. Like, you feel me? Like, nigga, that ain't, come on, bro. You can't explain that, my nigga. Oh, I was just telling them, come on, nigga. We hold niggas accountable for sitting back there talking too much to them at all, bro.
Right. I know Cali politics, y'all, like, if a motherfucker in y'all unit and the police call, they need to tell y'all that they being called by the police.
Man, you talking too much to them, man. Why you keep talking to them, bro?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't no, and let alone you get on the stand. Getting on the stand about anything, bro, is it's wrong where we from, bro. You feel me? Like, you get on the stand, bro, you're all bad, bro.
So what you think about, 342 salute, what you think about, Baby Runner? What you think about the fact that niggas, like, in some, like, that's why, like, I say this, right? And I'm a blogger, right? I've never been in prison. I got a lot of family members, and then I do a lot of interviews with niggas who got hella fed time, who big members. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like, when you go to the feds, like, if you from Cali, a Cali nigga gonna look at your paperwork. You know what I'm saying? LA nigga gonna look at your paperwork. If you from Chicago nigga gonna look at your paperwork. The only way a Chicago nigga paperwork will get to an LA nigga is if he let him see it. But for the most part, a Chicago nigga that's ahead of that car is gonna tell if he's okay or not, because people politics be kind of different. And that get me to say this though, right? What you think about how like the younger generation, like they be like, yeah, like I even seen in interviews, like some niggas from Chicago, they like, yo, bro, if I die, like they doing an interview, like we got this topic coming up, and it's about like if your homie died, would you put murders on them? And they like, and the dude would be like, yeah, if I die, my homies better put murders on me. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about that whole demonstration of, you know, them try to basically evade the police and, you know, put shit on their homies, like doing it a little different than,
That's snitching.
you know.
That's snitching, bro. Just telling them, assisting they up. Bro, listen, man. You can't assist they shit, bro. You can't assist them with shit, nigga. You cannot, that's cooperating with the police, bro. That's what I feel like that is. And this is the question that we got to ask ourselves. Is cooperating with the police wrong?
Hell yeah, it's wrong.
Well, then there ain't nothing that you could say in your cooperation that really got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like me, hey, bro, I like to use the Square Bear one, right? Like me, Square Bear, right? I'm from where I'm from, but I don't talk about that shit on the internet. But the thing is like this. This is how I bring it down to people, because people are like, oh, y'all always talking about people snitching. Like, what if you was coming in to work at 8:10 a.m. every day, but you was clocking in for 8 a.m., and then somebody went in and told your supervisor, like, that nigga be late every day. He be clocking in at 8:10. Even them regular world people that don't got shit to do with gang banging or shit to do with criminal activity gonna say that dude snitched on me, correct?
Join us where fear flickers in the dark and
Damn,
dances
that's
with
correct,
delight. Step into an
That's correct. They gonna be like, buddy ass snitched on me. Don't y'all agree?
Exactly. I agree.
They gonna be like, yo, dude ass snitched on me. He told my boss I'll be coming in at 8:10 a.m. And that's how I bring it back to the level of like, yo, bro, don't nobody like a tattletale. You know what I'm saying? Your mama told you that a long time ago. Your daddy probably told you too, but don't nobody like a tattletale. And these niggas beyond be telling. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Nah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that shit, because Lil Woody, I'm gonna play a little footage of this shit. If you still around, bro, I want to get you to chime in and shit, man. I salute you, man, for giving us some content today.
Oh, no problem.
I mean, y'all thinking this shit, but we all suffer, bro. Just because it's your time to suffer don't mean
we should forget about our suffering. Now, my nigga, you open up wounds that was healed, nigga, and you lying. Hey, nigga, a 3-year-old can look at your video and tell you lying. That's it. Big Bank asking for unity. Big Bank got you on his podcast, and he got you on there asking questions that'll help you. You know, do better, my nigga. You see that motherfucker blaming everybody. All this stuff going on, my nigga. But we got out of jail, and we still ain't came out and just publicly and did you dirty. When you know we can. You know we can, my nigga. You know every last one of us can get on here and say one thing apiece that'll make the world not like you ever again. But we choose not to. Because we still love you, nigga. All we want you to do is love us back for one.
That was fucking hilarious.
You heard this nigga?
That was fucking hilarious.
He said, I just want you to love us back, even though we snitch. Get the fuck out of here. Where they do that at, nigga? They ain't gonna do it in your job. They ain't gonna do it in the streets, nigga. That's a fact. You do that, motherfuckers, man, you don't got no love for me, bro. That nigga snitch.
This nigga crazy, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Niggas could just get on this internet and say anything. That's where I be drawing the judge. I'll be like, bro, put these niggas in a circle of the homies. And let them, and if you think that explanation would fly, then we should, give it some thought, bro. But that type of shit, bro, that'll get your ass whooped, bro. On the hood, bro. That nigga sound crazy, bro.
He said he just wants some love. He won't
crazy,
to
bro.
love him. He won't Thug to love the fact that he a fucking rat. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, what Thug was doing and all that shit, bro, I don't think that he was on no rat shit, because the nigga that he supposedly ratted on came out and said that wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? So I can only go with, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not from there. I don't know they politics, right? But like I do know that Woody did come to, I think he came
but
to
hold up. A lot of these niggas say that though. Chuck, like a lot of these niggas say that shit like, yo,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, this nigga didn't rap or feel like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, nothing. I didn't go to jail for it, so a nigga didn't. But that's not, and that's what a nigga got to really ask himself. They got to ask the bottom line question. Okay, so does another nigga judging if he told on a nigga, is that the basis of what we think snitching or not snitching is? If that nigga if the nigga that you snitched on said you didn't snitch, is that what we judging this on? Like, is that what we gonna make the ground law in this shit? And the answer is no, bro. It don't matter what you say. If we get a tape, that nigga said your name when he wasn't supposed to. Fuck what you said or fuck what you think, nigga. That nigga told, bro.
Cause and then I'll throw in another point though, because you got a good point there. And another point is like,
what's
okay,
the
he's the dude that you want to chime in?
Can you ask him about the 75 Crips that told? He worrying about Atlanta?
He not from 6-0 for one, and then he not on this shit live. So
though.
he wouldn't know anything probably about the 75 Crips that told. Huh? I don't think that's how that worked like that, bro.
Okay.
Cause like I'm Black P Stone. I don't know shit about no Gorilla Stones. I don't even know if Jeff Ford even sanctioned that. But
bro, what is
who
you
am I
talking about,
talk
bro?
about?
What do that, bro? Just ask. He talking about Atlanta.
I'm telling you a reason why that. What the fuck?
Rats in LA too, bro.
Why you mad at me, bro?
He in the whole. I'm not mad at you, my nigga. But go ahead, bro.
Hey, Yola, but you think one Crip or one anybody snitching mean like are they responsible for? You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of
no. But I'm just saying, like they worry about cleaning up their backyard. They worrying about somebody else's backyard.
Any Crips and Bloods in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Aren't the niggas that's getting indicted banging Blood and Crip?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't shit, man. This motherfucker Woody, man. He carry a conversation and he snitched on it saying no, which is Pee Wee Roscoe. But we know how this shit go, bro. You from your neighborhood. You ain't seen shit all sorts of walks of life, right? And you ain't seen niggas say probably shit like this. And then maybe 5 years later, they're like, yeah, bro, he did snitch on me. So why you ain't tell us in the beginning? You ever had a situation like that?
I saved that nigga from telling, just like Woody is saying. I knew that nigga told, but see, this the same nigga that would have told. If we would have asked Woody, is Young Thug a snitch at that time, he would have said no.
He would have said no.
So what you think is telling on you is not what we basing on. Why? Because we're not even talking. We're warning. When we say a person is telling, that's a warning to the rest of us who are in this lifestyle, bro, not to deal with that person because that shit could come on you. He could do the same thing to you. Fuck what that nigga thinks or did, whatever. Nigga, if you think that's cool. But let's let everybody else know that nigga, he might do the same thing he just did to this nigga, bro. And that's not cool, bro.
Yeah, you got a point. Hey, violate the like button, man. We got 365 people on YouTube right now, man. We 16 minutes in, man. We got Baby Run in the building. Hey, Baby Run, let them know where they can follow you at, just so they know, bro.
Man, check my Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? Billy Badass 4047 spelled the right way. Shit like that, you know, Baby Runner on YouTube and shit. You know what I mean? Fuck with me. Facebook, Runner Perkins. Fuck with the kid.
No, for sure. But I gotta ask you though, what you was about to say, bro? Go ahead. So on some, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Say what, Iman?
So yeah, I was gonna ask about the Woody.
Says you doing what? That nigga Iman long-winded right now, man. What you was about to say, Iman? We can't hear you, bro.
And Chuck, fucking T.
Hey, bro,
Rod